Good evening, y'all. It is a beautiful Sunday, and man, almost hard to realize the weekend is over. Been a great weekend so far. So, you know, again, this is the Hillbilly Think Tank, and I'm coming at you live from Tunnel Hills here in Hardin County, Kentucky, and I am running for magistrate in Hardin County, District 3. Now, y'all, I am the educated hillbilly. No, that's not an oxymoron. Don't call me a moron. There have been educated, emancipated, and erudite hillbillies in Kentucky ever since Daniel Boone came to the Cumberland Gap. And you know what? Something that makes us thrive is our life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Kentuckians, we just believe in that. We won't give up on it, especially here in Hardin County. So, in order to pursue happiness, sometimes I got to step back and say, you know what? Yeah, I am not down with this war. I'm not down with the chaos, but I've got loving family, loving friends, and we just got to sometimes step back from it all and enjoy each other. So I decided that's what I was going to do this weekend. I had a great veteran friend come in town from Michigan with his spouse, and I decided to get my kid, my wife, and all of us to go out and enjoy what we've got to offer here in the county. So started off Saturday when they came in. We took them to Impalitza Rees on the square here in Elizabethtown. Got to show off the square a bit. We thought we were going to go to Red Hill Cutlery right after that and then go to Boundary Oak Distillery. Well, turned out we had time to definitely do our tour right as they closed at Boundary Oak, but I didn't realize that on Saturdays, Red Hill Cutlery closes sooner than they do on the weekdays. So yeah, we missed that. Bit disappointing, but we decided, all right, there's plenty other things to do here in Elizabethtown. Let's do them. So we went to the vinyl store there in the square. We all purchased some great used vinyl records, and right next door or inside the same room, actually, you've got Bird Whistle Bookstore. I went there, placed an order for a book, War Body, a Marine sniper story that I'm going to be reading, and hopefully even giving a copy to some other veteran friends, because there's really a lot of stuff in there about what diseases we've picked up and illnesses while we're in combat, while we're just even on active duty and in, our military bases. You look at Camp Lejeune, there was poisoned water there that folks were drinking. The active duty and their families for years caused lots of cancer. All these things add up in our lives and in our illnesses. So this is going to be a great read. I've heard the author speak now on 2 different podcasts. Can't wait to hear Alex Lemons, Marine sniper, educate us as to, what went on in his life and how he figured out how all of those injuries that he received and illnesses, can be turned around, how he's turned them around, and how us vets can get our lives on track after giving so much for the country. So, yeah, that was we killed some time, went to Impalitza Rees, Always a great pizza there, great drinks, good place to, get together with your friends, family, and enjoy good food and good company. So, bookshop and the vinyl store, same thing. It's just really good to see those downtown there in the square in Elizabethtown. So after that, we made it over to Boundary Oak, and y'all, Gary was our guide there at Boundary Oak. What a great guy Gary is, and really good tasting there at Boundary Oak. Can't encourage people enough. Spend your money here in the county. That's how we're all gonna make it. So got some tax refund, was able to enjoy my friends and my family at all these places. And I really hope everyone else can get out and do the same. Here's what it looked like there in Boundary Oak. And if you haven't been, man, this is a jewel right here in our county. See what you guys think. What do you think? Is it good?
It's good.
Try it. Oh, it tastes good and smells good. So that's Boundary Oak. And then my friend's plans was, hey, they were going to go to Sunday Fun Day, and they invited, us to go along. And, man, this is a great time of year to have a good time. So I did that. Let's see. Got another video here. Can't remember if this was from today or from yesterday. Let's check and see. So Lupe and I are here eating a really good gyro. If you haven't been to Woo and gotten your gyro, you should. It's delicious. There's mine. Yeah, high quality, very clean. They got a 100 on their score for cleanliness. So whenever you're coming down Mulberry, when you want a good gyro, I would say come here. So gyro, gyro, hero, however you say it, Woohoo's, theirs got the best. Yeah, so my wife has had some really good ones, all the places that she's lived and I've lived. And yeah, great service there. Can't shout out enough to that good place here in Elizabethtown. So that was actually maybe Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. We went there. That was good. But today we did make Sunday Fun Day at the Derby or at Churchill Downs. And my wife had never been there. She loved it. She didn't think she was going to enjoy it. She's never really been around horses that much in her life, but she ended up having way more fun than she expected. The food was great. The camaraderie was great. The cocktails are always great up there. So what a great experience. This is that season. It's so good to be able to live here close to so many things that we can do, in this region. So yeah, how blessed. So we're able to take some time, relax, think about how blessed we are and how much we really want our nation to succeed. I want Kentucky to succeed. I want Hardin County to succeed. That's why I said I'm, spending my tax refund in the county and loving every minute of it. So tomorrow we're going to head over, still in the region, over to Maker's Mark, enjoy a tour and some eating over there. We may see if we can get back to Red Hill Cutlery if we get enough time in the day, because that's a great place. I don't want my friend to miss out on it. I bought one of the knives over there where they make that handle from the wood that was taken out of the barracks that were built, for World War II, used from World War II all the way to Vietnam, maybe even, probably even past. I got a feeling hey, who knows? It could have been some of the wood in the barracks that my dad used when he went to boot camp right before Vietnam. And after he was in jump school, after boot camp in Fort Knox, that's when they decided, hey, they were going to send soldiers over to Vietnam. So Dad was some of the first, but he did his boot camp experience at Fort Knox, and having that knife that that they sell there with that wood from the Fort Knox barracks, I think that's a pretty cool thing to have. Great memento from the county, and I feel that connection to my dad, who's since passed away from Agent Orange. So great, into a good week. And yeah, just took a little relaxation from all the craziness. Now, that's not to say if you've been watching the news, there's still some crazy stuff going on. We'll just take a little short gander at a couple things here that, I think were interesting. So
he sleeps. He has an ability to fall asleep while on camera. He can lie down on one of those things, and in minutes, he's stone cold out.
How does she do it?
And he's got cameras, because he's the president, so they have cameras on him.
Yeah.
And then they show him sleeping on the beach.
Yeah.
You'll never see me sleeping in front of camera. He has one ability.
So, yeah, gotta love the irony. Irony much? Don't think he knows what that is, but sure thing. So that's going on. One of the most worrisome to me, though, is the fact that he is floating another crazy idea. We've known it for a while now, but it looks like it might be getting closer to coming to fruition. I hope not.
Yes, Maxwell's lawyer says there's a good chance Trump will pardon her, and he hasn't even asked yet. Attorney David Oscar Marcus reveals Maxwell's hopes for clemency while navigating ongoing legal challenges.
So, if we're not worried enough about what kind of crazy crap can come up, that one definitely is on the top of my list of things that, I'm worried that there will not be justice. And when I see that, that really gets my gander up. Don't know about you. Definitely gets me. So hopefully, we can absolutely turn this ship around, but I'm not counting on anyone in the administration doing it right away. So, all right. Well, of course, we know at the White House dinner, there was a bit of craziness. And funny thing is, here's how our FBI director, our chief of police, was behaving during the whole ordeal. Yeah. Guy looks like he absolutely knows what's going on, right? Yeah. So, yeah. Strike a pose, everybody. That's right. So the craziest thing about the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner is that Trump's name appears in the Epstein files more than Jesus' name appears in the Bible. And with that, y'all, hopefully you had a great weekend. Close it out. Have a great night. Let's all be full of joy. Let's remember to keep on pursuing our happiness. That is our duty to ourselves and to the nation, to live this life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, not let them divide us, because united we stand, divided we fall. And remember, everyone deployed overseas, bless your corazon. Have a great week that's coming up. Hopefully it is blessed and fruitful. Keep your powder dry and hold your friends close.